I'm going out. Have a good one.
Wait, you can't go. It's been a year.
No way, I'm going out.
It's been a whole year. And you know what that means. 1 year for me, 1 year for you.
But I have plans.
It's too late. It's already begun.
What's going on, comic friends? 1 year. 1 year of the Colossus Collector here on YouTube. It's been a fun ride. Crazy that it's already been a whole year. It's been a fun, exciting time making content, making this channel, building it up. And the best part about it is all of you guys watching at home or wherever you're watching, my community, engaging with the audience, making new friends. That has been the most rewarding and best part of starting a YouTube channel by far. And I'm really just very thankful to each and every one of you who have watched the video, liked the video, subscribed to the channel, have engaged with myself or my guests on my live streams in the chats. Honestly, you guys make those live streams so much more fun. To have you along for the ride, to even drop questions, drop a little bit of knowledge, help us out when we're fighting to try and find the answer to something. You guys are the best, and I honestly really do this because of you guys. I really enjoy being connected with people within the community, and so appreciate that you spend some of your valuable time hanging out with me on my channel, watching my content, watching the live streams. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for your friendship, your engagement, your eyeballs on the channel. Wouldn't be doing this without you guys. So thank you so much. So for this 1 year anniversary video, I thought I'd impart a little bit of what I've learned, maybe a little bit of advice for anybody who is thinking about or wanting to start their own comic book YouTube page. And by no means am I some huge success story. I think getting 1,000 subscribers in my first year was a great accomplishment. Not a lot of people do that, but let's be honest, I'm no big YouTube star by any means. This is a very humble comic book YouTube channel. But I've definitely learned some things over the course of the year that I think would be helpful to someone who is thinking about or just starting to put together a comic book YouTube page. So here's a couple thoughts, a little tidbits of advice for someone who would start a channel of their own. So first off, what I would say to anybody who is about to start a channel or wants to start a channel is really temper your expectations. If you are going into this thinking, I'm going to be a YouTube superstar, I'm going to make money off this channel, I'm going to, gain notoriety from this channel that I'm putting together. Those are very lofty goals, and I mean, you can have them, but you really gotta temper your expectations in terms of how long that might take to get there. Can you even get to that goal? Is that even a real possibility for your channel? And we could talk about some of the things that that would make that maybe more possible. But honestly, temper your expectations. Like, getting 1,000 subscribers in a year, I think, is a bit of an overachievement, in my personal opinion. I see a lot of channels that don't even come near that. And a lot of people start a channel, don't have a lot of success, and then abandon the channel because they thought they were going to be, blowing up real quick. It's a long game, but it's also not necessarily all about monetization, becoming a pseudo celebrity in the comic space. I think, if that's what you want, that's fine, but just don't expect too much too soon. I think it's super important to understand kind of where your channel is going to fit in the comic book YouTube community. My channel is very much about being a collector. Books I'm buying, books I'm, doing unboxings, CGC submissions, where to buy, the books I like, interacting with fellow collectors. That's definitely my area. I do talk about stories and characters and like kind of the lore and the inside of comic books too, but it's all kind of geared in a collector's focus. Whereas you also have comic book YouTube channels that are very, very much dedicated to stories, explaining, complex history of comic books and the characters that are in them. And they're very all about what's inside the comic books, and all the different stories and all that sort of thing. And I think that's a much bigger space within comic book YouTube compared to the collector's niche. If you look at it, the biggest channel I would say in the comic collector's niche on YouTube is Comic Tom. And Comic Tom's got around 60,000 subscribers. Whereas if you go into the more broader character story focused, like history explaining comics, channels like Comics Explained, Comic Storian, Variant Comics, those channels all have 2 point whatever million subscribers. So if you're really I want to be a comic book channel that gets tons of subscribers, makes money, and become a bit of a pseudo celebrity within the comic space, the comic universe, then I think the way to go is definitely more driven towards talking about the comics themselves, the stories, the characters, in-depth looks, history, that sort of stuff has just a bigger audience, and has the most potential in terms of trying to really drive to be a super successful YouTube channel. But that said, there's also you also really have to make sure you're landing what people want to watch. And I think every YouTube channel needs to at least have one of 3 things. Either, and it's even better if you can combine all 3 or 2 out of the 3, then you get really great channels. But I think a good YouTube channel, even all the way down to like a channel like mine, every channel has to have one of these 3 things, and those three things are entertainment. So if you can have a channel that's truly entertaining, that is obviously going to get more people to view your channel, subscribe to your channel, and drive that success. Number 2 is knowledge and information. I would say this is even more important than entertainment in the fact that People want to come to YouTube for that knowledge, for that information, so that they can solve a problem they have, so that they can learn more about something that they're interested in, so that they can be surprised and just continue to grow within whatever genre interest that they are looking for on YouTube. Obviously, in the comic space, if you can deliver even just a little bit of information, some tidbits along the way, you know, an art, who did the cover art on this book? Who was the writer on this book? Is there an interesting fact about that book? How much is that book worth? Where's a good place to buy this book from? Is it rare? Is it easy to find? What grade is good to get this book in? Where did this character come from? What's the history behind this story? All those sorts of things. If you're delivering on any of that stuff, even in a small amount, you're giving the viewer something that they're looking for, something that's valuable to them, and that's the sort of thing that will keep them coming back to watch the channel. I gotta admit, I'm personally not the best at giving enough information. It's something I gotta work towards doing more of, but being kind of young in my reading portion of my collecting years here, I'm just still building a lot of that knowledge. So it takes research ahead of making videos, and sometimes when you're making videos on the fly, you just got to get a video up on the channel. It becomes a time thing, a commitment thing. So something I'm still trying to grow and get better at doing with my videos and my content. Something definitely worth bringing to the table when you're making your content for your channel. The third thing is production value. Can you make your video look not necessarily professional? I mean, if you can make it look professional, that's even better. But is your footage high res? Do you shoot on a good camera? Is your audio level good? Is your editing skills good? Can you use graphics? Can you use animations? Any of these things help just elevate a channel, elevate your content, and makes people want to watch more. If you can have any of these three things in your content, you can find success on YouTube. What level of success? That's all depends on the viewers. It depends on what you're bringing to the table. I can't guarantee any kind of success because I can't even guarantee my own success. But I think if you have one of those three things going for you in your content, you're ahead of the game. If you can combine production value with knowledge and information, or if you can provide or combine knowledge and information with entertainment, now you're really cooking. Now you've got things going on your channel. It's a recipe for success. It's a recipe for views and subscriptions. So try to strive to have those things and improve those things. There's levels of production value. There's levels of knowledge and information. There's levels of entertainment. You can still be a good channel with, just a little bit of one of those three things or two of those three things. It's all a matter of how much time you can put into making content. How much can you learn and grow about making content? It's a journey. You don't have to be right off the hop when you start your channel, firing on all three cylinders, getting all these things in your video. It's just a matter of trying to continuously grow and improve on those things, and add those things to your content. It'll help you get more and more success in your on your channel, and that's definitely something I've learned over the course of this last year, that you can continuously grow and get better at content creation and making the content that you want on your channel. So I gotta apologize, my voice is getting a little hoarse and cracked. I'm battling a bit of a cold right now. So I won't keep rambling on, but the one last thing I want to talk about is engagement. Your community of viewers is everything to your channel, and that sounds pretty obvious, but cultivating a community and engaging with your community is so important. I try to answer every comment that comes on my videos when I get to it, but I try to message back to viewers that take the time to comment on my videos. I think that's a very important thing to help acknowledge people for engaging with you. You got to engage back. Doing giveaways, giving people a reason to be a little bit excited about the future of your channel. I think that's always helpful. That drives people to want to subscribe. And then if you're going to get into live streaming, that's an awesome way to engage with people on your channel, because they come into the chat. You can talk with them live. They can ask you questions. You can answer them in real time. All that stuff is so important, and makes people feel like they're part of your channel, that they have like an invested role in promoting and helping make your channel a big success. And it's so important to engage with your audience and create a community of friends that watch your channel. And to go even further, it's really good thing to also be on other social platforms. I'm on Instagram. I actually started on Instagram before IG. That's another great place for people to find you on YouTube and then find you on Instagram, and then they can send you a message. They can share your content, or if you post about a video, they could potentially put your post in their stories, things like that. It's just a great way to continue the conversation with people you meet, fellow content creators as well. And then that's also how you can also cultivate relationships with other content creators, and then end up going on their channels, and that's always good exposure for your channel as well. But it's all just about building that community, bringing people together, becoming friends with people, and that just really drives the joy you get out of your channel and drives people to want to be a part of what you're doing. So always engage with people. It's rewarding, and it helps your channel grow for sure. So I'm losing my voice, and I think in the future I might make a fully dedicated video where I'll break down even more thoughts and tips and advice about starting a comic book YouTube channel. This was kind of a little bit more off the cuff, just to impart a little bit of knowledge from my last year of YouTubing. Again, thank you everyone who watches my channel and it subscribes. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope that you will continue to watch my content. I do want to say that I had a 1,000 subscriber giveaway that I did for the channel. The winner never claimed the prize, unfortunately, and nothing against that person, but this channel, or this giveaway, was really supposed to be geared towards people who engage with the channel, watch the channel. So in a way, I think this is a good thing, because now I get an opportunity to do a redraw and hopefully give this away to someone who truly is watching the channel and is a loyal subscriber and viewer. So I'm going to do another wheel spin and pick a new winner in the next week, so look out for that. And my next video is going to be a pretty fun video. I've been wanting to do this since I started my channel, but just never felt like I was quite ready to. But you know, a few friends in the community have been pushing me to do it, and I'm gonna bite the bullet and do my very first room tour. Room tour videos are always a lot of fun. I love seeing room tour videos. So I'm going to show you my humble little comic room I got down here, and just kind of show you what I got. And that'll be my next video coming out in the coming days, coming week. And since it's my first year on YouTube, let's go all the way back to my first video, and then why don't you check out my last video here. And until the next time, keep collecting.